Hi everybody, I just wanted to do a quick video on how I put together my paper pieces, how I do my eyes. Everything has been inked prior, so it didn't take up too much time. So we're gonna start with the eyes because that's what seems to take the most. So I have my eyes right here, the whites, the blues, and then the black. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this, hopefully my camera will focus on it. It's number 440, and you're just gonna take and make lines, how many ever you want. Just kind of go around and do that to both of them. And then you're going to take this darker one, this is 405, and you're going to go in between those ones you just did. And do this one. And then you're going to take white and you're going to go over all of that. Just making little flicking motions over what you just did. And then you're going to come back here and do this one. Then you're going to take a blending stump and you're gonna blend that all together. And this one. And then you can start gluing. I'm gonna use the Art Glitter Glue. It's my favorite to use. I'm going to take and put a little dollop of glue on the back, pick up your white piece, and just layer that together. Hopefully you can see that. Hopefully I'm not out of frame. Then I'm going to take the black. And I like to put it on there first to make sure I have them the right way. So that's the right way for that one. So I'm gonna put a little glue on the back of that. And then glue this on. And try to get them all lined up on the back. And there's the first one. See if I can bring it up closer so it will focus. Now let's do the other side. The same way. You're gonna put a little glue on there, and then you're gonna line them up, and it should fit right up in that top corner, so not a whole lot of white is showing. And then the black. And see there, I just put the glue on the wrong side. I'm just going to take it and wipe it off before it dries. Oh, I had it the right way. This, I don't know if I've said it before, but this is my first video, so bear with me. And there's the second eye. Now we're going to set those aside till we get the rest of the pieces together. So next we'll start with the shoes. So here's that, the socks. And so we're going to glue that onto here. Just like that. Then you're going to take this piece and you're going to glue it right, oh, this piece goes right along that top, so it adds a little dimension to it. And now we'll do the other foot. And it just depends on how much sock you want to show. It's up to you. And that other top piece. And there's that. And there's the shoes. And now we're going to set them aside and work on her clothes. So now this piece has this is the bottom layer, then this is the top layer, and you're going to layer it on top so it makes her look like she has sleeves. Just like that. Then you're going to take this piece and you're going to layer it onto this one. And you have it like that. Then you're going to put this piece over the top of this. So then it makes her look like she has her little shorts on. Put some glue on the back of that. That piece. Then the little collar. It's gonna go right there. And try to center it the best that you can. And then here's her little belt. Here. And there's her outfit done. Now let's do her bow for her. And this one also has layers. So this one's gonna go right there. But this I'm gonna put on some foam tape. So just some foam tape, and I just cut it down, put it on there. Put a little in the middle, so that way you have it covered. Put some on this one because that one's a little skinny. And then, you know, peel off those backings. And put that right on there. And this is the little centerpiece for the bow. Headband. And I'm gonna put that there. And you can see that you can see a little bit of the foam tape. I just take it and cut it off so you can't see that little piece sticking out anymore, because it's gonna happen. And there's her headband. Let's do her hair, because this one kind of takes a little bit of time. So I will be using pan pastels to add any kind of shading or highlights or anything like that. So this one is burnt sienna shade. This is my favorite for doing the hair. And then I'm gonna grab a paintbrush, because that's how I like to add them, because I have better control over it that way. And so on this piece, let's see, make sure I'm in frame here. There we go. So on this piece, I'm just going to take it and I'm going to make some lines. Just draw them on. Now I can't draw to save my life, but so I just kind of add those in, kind of make it curl around. And with the pan pastels, it does not take much. I'm barely touching the top of that pan. Barely picking any of it up. Because you don't want a whole lot, because otherwise it won't look. So then there's that piece. You just blow it off. Sorry. There's that one. And then with this one, I'm going to go in with all these curls, and I'm going to make lines where the curls are. Kind of bring it in, add a little bit of shade into it, make it a little wider, kind of bring it up. Now a lot of this is going to be covered up by her head, but you'll still be able to see quite a bit of this. And this side. And you can go in darker if you want darker ones. I tend to keep mine light because I don't want it to overpower. And go up in the middle there. Make this a little bit darker. And blow it off. Okay, if I can ever figure out where the center of the frame is on this camera, we'll be doing good. And then this last piece. This go in there. This one. Just kind of make it curved so it looks like it's following the cut of the paper. And the paper I use is all bazzil. Everything I use is bazzil, except for the pattern paper. It's usually doodlebug of some sort or another kind of, I tend to like the cutesy stuff, so I tend to, doodlebug is my favorite pattern paper line. But that's personal choice. It's not. And there's that piece. And then you can put your lid back on your brown. And then you're gonna take this piece and this piece, and this piece is going to fit right over there, lion frame, right there. So that piece is going to go right there. And just put some glue on. There's that. And then once we get her face done, these are going to go like this, and this will be her hair. So, but before we do that, I tend to do the face last. But before we do that, let's glue on her clothes and her shoes. So you're gonna just line that up as best as you can. And then her arms. Now I'm not sure which way her arms go, which way they're intended to go. I put them this way because you don't really see them anyhow. So I tend to put them like this. Because it gives me a little bit something else to glue onto by doing this, because I put a little bit of glue right there. And then glue that one on. And try to make them even so she doesn't have one arm longer than the other. That's that piece. And then her shoes. Again, you're just gonna put some glue on the back and try to get it straight. I tend to use the lines on my mat. Now, she's supposed to have some soles and some bunny buttons with, because this is an Easter dress from Treasure Box Designs, and the paper dollies from Treasure Box Designs. And so then, but I didn't have any color that I'd like to use, so I'm gonna run to Joann's tomorrow and grab some white glitter, or Hobby Lobby and grab some white glitter paper. But I figured we'd do this, and then I can post pictures of the end results. And then you're just gonna, now see how she's kind of, her hands kind of lifted up there? When it's like that, I'll take some of my foam tape, just a piece of it, a little tiny piece of it, just cut it down. I like to buy this roll from Scotch. It was like double this when I bought it. I've used that much of it, but I like it. It's like $44 for the roll, and it just makes it, when you use it as much as I do, you tend to go through it very quickly. So I'm gonna stick that in there, get this backing peeled off, and then stick it down. And see there, now you've got the, now you've got her hand so that it's secure on there and it's not gonna come off or anything like that. And cut another piece, a little tiny one, and then this time we'll put it on before I glue on her hand. Make it a little easier on myself. There's that. And then some glue. And then just glue them on however, you know, whichever way you like it. It's personal. It's your art project. It's your art. So it's up to you. Okay. Now we've got that piece. Now for her face. I'm gonna move that out of the way and move her hair out of the way. And bring in her eyes and her nose. Okay, so now for the eyes. I put them on, I place them on there. I don't glue them yet. I place them on there until I'm happy with where I like them positioned on her head. So try to get them even, try to get them so they look, so they're not all going wonky. And then you can put the nose on to see where the nose is gonna lie. And I think it needs to come over just a little bit. Or maybe turn them just a little bit. Okay, so then that's how you do that. Then I take it and I take my finger and I hold them down. I scoot the nose out of the way and I make a little tick mark. Just so that I know when I pull them away, I know the eyes are gonna go in between those two pencil marks. That way I'm not just guessing as when I'm putting the eyes back into position. So then you're gonna put a little glue on the back and place them down. And then this one. And then I'll pick it up and because you gotta keep in mind that her hair is gonna come in here. So her hair is gonna come into like right about there. So you gotta keep that in mind when you're putting